today. We had a board meeting on the way, myself and Jackie in the car. Sitting here to decide, well, look at which is the straw for talking today. So I drew that straw. But I'm delighted to look around and see all the signs here. I see GMIT, I see GOETB, SkillNets, NUIG, and I suppose I think back myself, I was just standing here reflecting on it, over the years, how we might have all touched in those organisations. Through my own family and through previous business, I remember working in SkillNet many years ago, going back 15 years ago, and taking a whole team of people through a programme that was terrific. ETB, the GOETB is good to us because they're a customer of ours on one side as well, and then we do a lot of catering in schools. I think the GMIT as well, my own son Jackie came through that as a graduate of that, so it's quite local. And I think the concept of pulling the whole Regional Skills West together, I think is a super concept. And the idea of sharing, and I like the idea of being a small business, being able to punch our weight here. We're not a multinational, but we're a multinational in different ways than that. I was just thinking up there, I think we have 6 different countries represented on our team, okay, that work with us. So we're multinational from that point of view, and that our members of our team are multinational. So it's a different thing. So just a little bit about Treat Cafe. We're a small restaurant business that started out in Turbo. We're located behind, people were asking me today, where are you? We're behind Hughes Super Value. So if you're driving through on the N17 or stuck in the traffic in Turbo, come in and find us. We decided on the business plan 12 years ago we would become a destination of choice because you'd have to choose to come to us to find us. And thankfully 13 years on, many people are still coming to us, and we've expanded the business. We have an outlet in Dhaka, a couple of miles up the road. We're in Athenry. We operate a business there for the farming community at the Mart in Athenry, and we developed a brand called Healthy and Hearty, which is a whole range of food that we take out to kids now in schools. So we cater now for some 3,000 kids every day in secondary schools in Galway with a whole brand of wholesome, nutritious food. And outside of that, then probably a third of our business is around catering. So we do a lot of event catering. So I would talk to all of you with my business hat on. If you're in business, catering is actually a very powerful tool. And I heard Mark talk about sales for it. It's actually a very powerful sales tool. So if you want to come and talk to us about that, we'll talk to you. I come from a sales background myself, how you can use catering as a powerful sales tool in your business, whether you're a one-person operation or a large business. It's quite a powerful tool. And a lot of companies would have availed of it yesterday with pancakes, I think, for 16 hours yesterday, so it's just fantastic. So I come to talk about the skills to advance, and Marie is down here, Marie Duran from the GRATV, and I see Ken are there as well. And we met actually Marie at GMIT, we're doing catering at an event there, and there was a careers fair for the students, and a super day. And I was just asking what was happening. I take a look always at the stands myself to see what's going on, what can you do. And Marie was explaining what she was doing, and would that be of interest? And I sort of said, yeah, there's something there. I didn't know exactly what it was, but we knew we needed something, because I suppose in any small business, we are growing. Our plan is to grow, because if you stand still, you die, and nothing happens. So we have grown up. We have over 50 people in our organisation now, and we have further plans to advance and grow our business. So what we've realised is that we can do so much as a couple together, and okay, one of our sons is involved in the business now, but then you have to build the team. And so how do you go about building the team? And we met with Marie and we sat down, and she sort of said we evaluated maybe some of the areas that we're looking at, and we were quite dispersed because we're in 7 different locations with different activities going on, and there are challenges. And the big challenge is oftentimes a communication challenge. You know what I mean? How do you interact with the team leads in the different places or the managers in the different places? So we looked at the whole area of supervisory skills and management, and that was the one we decided on. And then the seed was sown, could we get maybe a number of people to go on the programme? So we managed actually to get 15 of our team to commit to go to the programme. And I'm going to use 4 words here, really, that I suppose I will come back. And the first one is courage. Okay, so courage is a huge thing for any of us that are here in business. So you want to take on a new division or start up something new, it takes a bit of courage just to have the courage to go to do it. So we have the courage to start up our business. People in the team need a little bit of courage to step forward. And is there an environment, and Mary mentioned it here in Penn, and a lot of people maybe had only gone to Leaving Cert, some people hadn't, and are working in the hospitality sector. A lot of people wouldn't have had further education for 20, 30 years. So it takes a lot of courage to think, is there something suitable or comfortable that they could get involved in again? And I suppose that's what the programme gave us, was that sort of comfort level where we could take a group of themselves together from the different sections that didn't have training, put them on the programme and see what would happen. And the synergy, guys, from this is just amazing. I talk about the communication because from courage comes confidence, is the second thing I would sort of say. So they're confident, and we can see it day to day over the couple of months that they've been on the programme, that couple of nights a week that they committed. Now we had to shift around schedules and all that sort of stuff to get people involved, and that took the courage from our point of view. Look, can we stand the cost, the background cost of this, the hidden cost of it, and make it work? But with the buy-in of the team, then we could see the confidence coming up. And so when you get that confidence, then what there is, the next word I would use is experience. The experience that they're getting is remarkable. And sometimes it's not about the piece of paper at the end of it, the qualification or the certification that you get. That wasn't important for us. It was what they would experience in terms of their own self-confidence, you know, to come up and grow. And it's just this morning, a lovely little story this morning. We were just chatting at home last night. We had a very long thought today. We were just chatting about the program, and a couple of people were on it in view of what was happening today. And I was sort of saying, God, there's one of the girls in the program that's just done remarkable. We just could see her stepping up, and you could see her being a future absolute leader and a top manager in our business. And just her confidence where it was. Very skilled person. We just had the confidence. And this morning, just we came in, and out of the blue, we were there, crack it on this morning. She came into us and just a quiet spot in the room, and she presented us, Jackie with a bouquet of flowers, and a box of chocolate, said, thank you so much for putting me on this program. And you know, guys, to take that on board for a second, and there's others have just said it, and I know they're saying to us every day. And she sort of said, do you know what I learned most was, she said, I knew some stuff, but she said I didn't know maybe how to get someone to do a task. Because you might be just a one-person team in an organisation, but you have to interact with other parts. And often the challenge you find in any of these groups is how do you engage with each other? Okay? And that's what they're sort of learning from this. So the learning that they're getting from these programs is quite amazing. And I would sort of say, if you're out there as a small business and you're looking at this, sit down with the guys. There's something that can be developed that can work very, very well for your business. Do you know what I mean? It's just amazing. So it's that whole people development. And then the fourth thing that comes out of it, as I would sort of say, is a little bit of wisdom. You know what I mean? And we're in an age of I would sort of say over the next decade, and it's good to see all the educational institutions here and of learning. I think we're heading into an age of, you know, people, there's a thirst for self-education and self-learning. Do you know what I mean? So it's incumbent on groups like, you know, the regional skills area to facilitate that. There's a thirst for it out there because we're in an age of specialisation. You have to know your subject. You have to get niche into your subject, whatever that is. So whether that's baking a cake, okay, or putting a fastener together, do you know what I mean? Or doing really incredible stuff like this, very, very niche, that the doctors talked to us about here. Do you know what I mean? So people are looking for that skill to mine down, and sometimes it's not there in the general world. It's a good base. But if there's a forum for people to come in and get niche education, I think that's terrific. And out of that comes that wisdom, and you know, you're developing from courage right up into you're getting that confidence. Then you get, you know what I mean, the experience, and then you know the wisdom arrives. And we all want to be wise old men and women in our time. So I would encourage people to participate. And finally, if you're looking for a bit of catering, do come and talk to us.